Hi guys, so I've just finished a party, I've come home, I'm horrible, I'm sweaty and I've got changed. So I have my character makeup on right now, so that's why I look a bit more blushed. So please don't think that I do my makeup like this every day. It's actually not showing that bad on the camera, but yeah. So I thought I would do. This is basically the only time that I'll get a chance to film this for a few weeks, so I thought I would do one of these videos. I've seen a lot of them on YouTube, of like stories of being like a party princess, so I will do one of them. So basically I'm gonna tell about 5 stories maybe, because I don't want this video to be too long. So the one story that I will never ever forget is we were doing an event at Tenpin Bowling near me, and we were just walking around doing meet and greet, you know, playing a few games with some kids. Who was there? There was Thor, Ariel, Cinderella and Rapunzel. I don't know, completely different mix. But no, the kids loved the mix, so it was all good. But there was this one little boy, he must have been about 8, like 7, 8, and we were all stood sort of like round like this, and then the little boy in the middle, like in front of us all. I suppose it could be quite intimidating, but that's where he stood, so yeah. And he came up and he started to talk to me. I was Rapunzel, and he was saying how long my hair was, and you know, just questions that kids ask. And then he started talking to Ariel, and then Cinderella, and then he started talking to Thor, and Thor was like picking him up with his muscles, and it was a nice meet and greet. It worked really well. It was one of the better ones I've done. But I think that's because I remember what he did next. His mum said, "Come on, and like we have to go." And he was like, "Oh Mum, do we have to? I'm talking to the princesses." And she was like, "Yes, we have to go." And so with that he bowed, like full on, like arm in front, arm behind, and bowed. And then he took Cinderella's hand and kissed her hand. And we were like, oh, like, and then he did the same to Ariel and then to me, and we were all like, oh my god. Like, we were still quite new. I'm sorry guys, I pressed the wrong button. I was meant to move the camera down, but carrying on. Yeah, we were still quite new, so we didn't break character, but we all just kind of looked at each other and was like, oh, okay. So that was the first story that the story that I will remember for forever, basically. So the next story. So yeah, the next story is I'm trying to think of one. The one that I do remember is me and who was with me? Mother Gothel. So there was Rapunzel and Mother Gothel, because Rapunzel was like my main character for like a year, before I started really doing sort of other characters. So there was Rapunzel, myself and Mother Gothel in town doing some flyering for a event that we were doing, and just happened to be on the day that there was the Derby Folk Festival on as well. So we handed out loads of flyers. I think we only came home with like 40 flyers, and I think I ordered about 500. So we handed a lot of flyers out. But yeah, we were stood in the crowd and we were watching this band play, like this brass band, but they were amazing. They had like sugar skull makeup and like a proper like historic Spanish like clothes and stuff like that, and it looked absolutely amazing. It's not Spanish, is it? It's Mexico. Ignore me. But yeah, we were sort of like tucked away but still at the front, if that makes sense. So there's like a few people sort of in front of us but not blocking the view. And this little girl, I think she must have been about 4 or 5, and she was walking with a mom across the front of the crowd because there was just no way to get behind the crowd, like it was absolutely packed. So she was walking in front with her mom, and she was just watching the band, looking around her, you know, just looking around and stuff. And then she came to just in front of this person that was slightly in front of me, like diagonally, and she just stopped, like she just stopped dead, and she was just like, and the mum was like, come on, we've got to walk, we've got to get to da-da-da. I was like, bye. Like, it was just like that little interaction with her was just like, oh, she was just so cute. Another story happened not long ago actually. It was like a few weeks ago. I think it was last weekend. Yeah, last weekend. So the end of June, beginning of July. And basically I'd gone to a school fair dressed as Aurora, because that's what the teachers wanted, so we went as Aurora and Rapunzel. But the girl that was Rapunzel wanted to practice being Rapunzel, so I was like, you know what, we're not getting much for this one, so you know, you do Rapunzel and I'll do Aurora, because I wanted to practice Aurora. So it kind of worked, and we agreed like really fast, so it was all cool. But we'd just finished the event and my hair's like died down a little bit. It looks quite purple on the camera, I think it's the light, but my hair had just not long been dyed, so it was like red. It was like red, so you could tell it's gone a little bit. And I got the pink dress on, but obviously children don't particularly take notice of, like, younger children, like 2, 3, maybe 4, depending on the child. They don't particularly take notice. If they see a character dressed in a pink dress with red hair, that's Ariel. So she thought I was Ariel, but there's a catch. We were sat in the car at a traffic light and their car pulled up next to us, and the little girl was in the back, and she was like ecstatic that she'd seen Ariel. Rapunzel had got changed, so there was no Rapunzel anymore, but she thought that I was Ariel, because to a little girl, like, you know, you can see why she thought I was Ariel. But yeah, she was absolutely ecstatic, and her mum and dad were giggling, and she was like, oh, and it was like so cute. So I waved at her and I blew her a kiss, and like I made a little heart on the window like with my hands, and she did the same back. It was absolutely adorable. So yeah, I've got one, 2 more stories. I think I've got 2 left, I think. So this is me thinking of these off the top of my head, like trying to remember them. So another one was I was Anna, and people have said that I suit Anna really well. I don't know if it's because I'm like completely like hyper like her, I don't know, but I can be Elsa, I can be really like Elsa-y and Queenie, but as soon as I put Anna on, that's it. Like, I'm crazy. I don't know where I get the energy from, to be fair. But yeah, this particular day, I'd managed to get us in for the Derby Christmas light switch on parade. So I was in the parade as Anna. And after the parade, well, there's two stories in one, so I don't know if you want to class this as one or two. But walking down the street in the parade, and I was like waving and like dancing with the kids like on the side of the crowd and stuff. But there was this older lady. When I say older lady, I mean like 60 plus, like the older generation. And she was dancing, so I started dancing, just like not near her. I was like in the middle of the street, like with the rest of the performers. And she was like, Anna, come here. So I went over and like gave her a flyer, because I was flyering for our Christmas event as well that day. So I'd been flyering all afternoon, and then I did the light switch on. So I gave her a flyer, and she was like, oh my god, my granddaughter would absolutely love you. And I've never seen an older person get so excited about seeing a princess. Like, I've never ever seen it. And I've been doing this about 2 years now. So, but yeah, I'll never forget her, honestly. She was just loving life, and it was lovely to see. Like, so yeah, later on, after I'd finished the parade, I did like a walkabout, like a meet and greet with everybody. And please excuse the noise in the background if you can hear it. Next door's having her garden done, so I apologise. So later on I was doing the meet and greet and all the rest of it, and this was when we were sort of looking more into the quality of costumes and characters. So we were just starting to up our game, I suppose. So yeah, the Anna costume that I had then is the one that I use now. I'm looking to do the bodice up, but I was walking around and I really couldn't move. Like, every time I took a few steps, there was a kid wanting a photo, and like it was like photo, business card, flyer. It was like, it just took them all at everybody. But there was this one particular girl, and she was so cute. I spent about 2.5 hours walking around, and it was just like constant photos. So I dread to think how many photos I had taken that day. But this one particular girl, there was like some railings, so I had to like walk round to go to her. And she literally like didn't want me to go. She was she was just talking, and she was just telling me about what she did at school, and that she wants to be as brave as I was, and it was just like, oh, like, I know some people don't like Frozen, but when you hear a little girl, bearing in mind she was only about 4 or 5, a little girl say like to Anna, I want to be as brave as you, that was just like, oh my gosh, my heart absolutely melted, no pun intended. But no, that was just like, oh, that's so cute, like, oh my gosh. To be fair, I think I've done a few characters now, so I think my best moments have been either in Rapunzel or Anna. I've only really been doing Elsa for a month, 2 months, so I don't think I've got enough to say like my best moments are with Elsa. Everybody loves Elsa, but I think people slightly like Anna more. I think it's because she's a lot more bubbly and fun, and she's great at parties. Like, I love being Anna at parties. So yeah, I've realised on this little bit of video alone I've been talking for nearly 11 minutes. So I am gonna leave it there. If you guys want to see another video, because I've got a few more stories to tell, I may do a another story video, because I've got a few things that have happened to my performers that are funny and some are a little bit wrong. Oh, excuse me. But I will save them for another video, and let me know what you guys want to see. If you want to see more vlogs, if you want to see more, I haven't done a hair and makeup one on this channel, I don't think, so I may do a hair and makeup one soon, I'm not sure. I will be posting some videos. Obviously I have posted quite a while ago some bras that I made, some Disney inspired bras for a show, and I've recently started making shoes, so I will probably do a video on them as well. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, and if you want to book any characters from C&C Entertainment, I will post the link down below, as well as the email, so that you can either message us on Facebook, Instagram or email. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!